Alright, YouTube, it's your boy, the official Go-Getter. I'm coming at you guys back with another video. Today, we're just going to hop right into the video. We're going to talk about what it means to break down a company, right? And what is my method, what I call the Go-Getter method of breaking down a company the right way, right? So, first, we're going to start with what it even means to break down a company. So what I mean by breaking down a company is the fact that before you get into a stock, you have to understand the company's business model, right? So don't invest into the company without knowing how the company makes money. Breaking down a company is analyzing a company to know how the business is ran or run and how they add value to the marketplace, right? So the company we're going to focus on today is Amazon. Amazon is the company that we were focusing on. And first, like I talked about, we're going to look at the business model. So what is the company's business model and what's their way of making money, right? So what this means is, how does the company structure their business to make money and attract their customers, right? So we all know Amazon, but let's look into deeply how Amazon operates and what their business model is to actually create their revenue and sell their products to us. So with that being said, first we're going to we go to Yahoo Finance, right? So go to Google, type in Yahoo Finance. When you get to Yahoo Finance, type in Amazon at the top, and you will find it. After that, we go to Yahoo Finance so we can look at the company's financials. So like we've talked about before, when a company is placed on the stock market, they are legally obligated to show us everything that they do with their finances. So how much money they make, what they spend their money on, how much money they lost, and what assets do they have, and all these things, right? So that's what they're legally obligated to show us. And on Yahoo Finance, and there's other platforms as well, this is where you find those numbers that they release, right? All those numbers in their financials. So you go to Yahoo Finance, type in the company, and then to the left you'll see these bars. You got summary, news, chart, community, statistics, all this, but we click on financials, right? So the first thing we're going to look at is we're actually going to go to summary. All right, so now we're at the overview of the company. You can see the company's headquarters right here. You can see the sector, consumer cyclical sector. You can see the industry. They're in internet retail, right? You can see the employees that they have full time, all these different things, right? But what we are looking at is this description. So let's look at the description, right? Let's look at the specific description of what Amazon does as a company. Amazon engages in the retail side of consumer products, in the retail sale of consumer products, advertising, and subscriptions service through online and physical stores in North America and internationally. The company operates through three segments, North America, International, and Amazon Web Services, right? It also manufactures and sells electronic devices including Kindle, Fire tablets, Fire TVs, Echo, and develops and produces media content. In addition, the company offers programs that enable sellers to sell their products in its stores, and programs that allow authors, independent publishers, musicians, filmmakers, Twitch streamers, skill and app developers, and others to publish and sell content. Further, it provides compute, storage, database, analytics, machine learning, and other services, as well as advertising services through programs such as sponsored ads, display, and video advertising. Additionally, the company offers Amazon Prime, a membership program. The company's products offered through its stores include merchandise and content purchased for resale, and products offered by third-party sellers. It serves consumers, sellers, developers, enterprises, content creators, advertisers, and employees. Amazon was incorporated in 1994 and is headquartered in Seattle, Washington. So based off this description alone, this tells you a lot more than what we know about Amazon on the surface level, right? Because what we only know about Amazon and what we only see is, we know the aspect of Amazon that delivers, the aspect of Amazon that has the online shopping, right? And will deliver quickly to your home, right? But right here, they have their web services, right? Their cloud services that makes them a lot of money. They have these Kindle, Fire tablets, Fire TVs. A lot of people use these things, and we don't think about it. But all this comes from Amazon, right? And then you have the fact that all these developers and these people who are into content and creating content, they can actually get their stuff published on Amazon and sell on Amazon. So there's so many different ways that they're making money, and this is what knowing the business model is for. Know that Amazon owns Amazon Fresh, which so they bought Whole Foods, so they merged an acquisition. They bought another company to merge with their company to get into another field, right? So now they're in that field of grocery shopping. We talked about what the company's business model is. So next we're going to talk about the numbers. So what is the free cash flow? So the free cash flow, this is how much free money the company has on deck to put towards unsuspected problems or for innovation and growth. So when you're asking this question, what is free cash flow, you're asking yourself, how much money, free money, does a company have on deck to put towards unsuspected problems or for innovation and growth? So how much money do they have to, how much money do they just have on the side to put towards the things when needed to help the company operate at the highest level, right? So their operating cash flow. So free cash flow is what we want to look at, right? Operating cash flow is the cash flow that's working for them. The investing cash flow is the cash flow that they're investing. What we're looking at here, when you get to financials and you go to cash flow, you're looking at the free cash flow, right? So the TTM means trailing 12 months, so the last 12 months. Each year, you can see that this cash flow has increased somewhat, right? This year, in 2020, they was at 25 million in cash flow. Then they went to negative 14 million. Then they went to negative 16 million, and then now they're at 32 million. Then they went to 32 million last year around this time, December 31st, 2023, and now in the last 12 months, we're sitting at 70 million in cash flow. So we're gonna take that number, right? You can copy and paste it. You can write it out, whatever you want to do. But we're going to take that number, and then we're going to type it in here. Amazon's free cash flow. Copy and paste. Now you got it. Amazon's free cash flow over the last 12 months is 70,830,000. If you want to, you can also add the fact that their cash flow previous year cash flow, which adds up to 32,200,000. That tells you that the company has increased in growth, right? The cash flow gives the company space and breathing room to adapt and add more and acquire other companies or just acquire other things to help the company grow. And when problems come to surface, they're able to handle it quickly because they have the cash to do it. A company with a lower cash flow, right, doesn't have as much money on deck to handle things as quickly and efficiently, right? But if they do have cash flow, they have not only money to handle things quickly and efficiently, but also money to acquire things and add things to make them run more efficient as a company. So next we're going to look at the gross revenue, right? So what the gross revenue is at the end of the year, how much money does the company actually keep out of all the revenue, right? So that's what the gross revenue is, right? So how you get there is income statement, Yahoo Finance, same thing, income statement. And now we're looking at the gross profit. Once again, that's how much money the company truly takes home. So you have total revenue, that's how much they actually made, right? So in the last 12 months, they've made the total revenue of 620 million, right? And the cost of that revenue was 503 million, and they took home 116 million. Or this number by this number, it'll give you the percentage of how much they actually profit. Gross profit matters because you want to know how much money the company is keeping and how much money it is actually taking them to make this money. Gross profit was 51 million in 2020. 2021 it was 66 million. 2023 we were at 93 million, and now today I believe it said 116 million. So Gross profit is 116 million, but you can copy all this really. Okay, so and then you use AI to help you understand the business model better. So what I'm doing right now is I'm typing in the revenue and how much it took them to make this revenue, and I'm asking them if using 500 million to make them 100 million is a good a profit margin, right? And what it's telling me is, even though the numbers seem like they're big, Amazon's model relies on volume and efficiency. So generating 116 million from a 500 million cost is a part of their strategy to dominate the market through scale. What he's saying is Amazon spends so much money on getting their system to operate so fluid and efficient, which is why they run so efficient, that it may cost them more to run the company in the short term. At the same time, in the back end, in the long term, this is why they stay the number one and stay ahead of everybody else, because they're just putting all that money into having the company run the most efficient way. And on the back end, if your company is running the most efficient way, that's just going to lead to you being the best company and having the best profits down the line. Their model is based off of efficiency, right? Getting you those things efficient as possible and fast as possible, which takes a lot of money, right? But they make a lot of money from that because their consumers are treated well and they love it. Their profit margin as of 2024 is 18%. So you just write that down, or you just take this and and that's how you use the AI to help you learn. All right, so now once you get the gross revenue, right, we're gonna move on to who the CEO is, right, and why that matters. So